Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we have some extra chairs here for other relatives who would like to come forward here. Cousins, nieces, nephews, whoever you would like to come here and take the chairs, no problem.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Bolo, bolo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Everyone,
Hare Hare.
you can join by clapping your hands.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Put your hands together for Partha Prabhu from North India, Rishikesh side, next to the Ganga, Rudraprayag. I didn't think you had enough there. Put your hands together once again for Partha Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So I'd like to humbly request His Grace Mayapur Chandradoya Prabhu to assist us with a few minutes kirtan. You want to go or you want to give Shraddha? You go to for Artik. Shraddha? 8 minutes to be exact. So they call him the eye man. He turned around people's eye. So now we're asking him to turn around our minds to Krishna. Not turn around our material vision, turn around our spiritual vision. So, should I pray in Prabhu? Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
So these
Krishna,
kirtan are
Hare
very
Hare.
special in this
Hare
satsang
Ram.
here this afternoon. Don't take this kirtan ordinary. Fully immerse yourself in this kirtan in the same mood like what we started with the Havan. We are continuously making offerings to our diocese, Devika, and also Auntie Chini. And of course, we say Body Soldier's 60th, belated 60th birthday, and our dear Sita Ji, belated 50th birthday, 50th birthday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Jai Shri Ram. So Hare Krishna, welcome once again. So this evening, it's my privilege at this point in time to welcome and invite our Vyasji for this evening's Ramayan Katha. I'm sure everyone here, we all, saw the poster. We all invited for Ramayan Katha and Kirtan. So this evening, I would like to introduce to you a very special young man in our midst. His Grace Hari Kirtan Prabhu. He is the son of Prabhupada Deva Prabhu and Vishaka Mataji. And he was born and brought up in the Krishna consciousness movement. So Hari Kirtan Prabhu at this age, he would have achieved a lot both in his material life and in his spiritual career as well. I'll just briefly summarize some of his main achievements and his services over these years, especially here at the Hare Krishna Study Center. So Hare Kirtan, would have completed his studies, up to the tertiary level. He would have graduated at the University of Guyana with distinction in computer science, and along with that, he has special talents in graphics designing, and as such, he would have worked, for the last 10 to 12 years with Dave's promotional products, his father's business. And at this point in time, he is assisting his father in managing that business. Throughout growing up, he spent his entire life practically growing up in the temples, all the Hare Krishna temples across the country. And he has special likeness and taste for kirtan, for chanting. And that's why we'll always see him almost in any of our programs. He's there leading, playing the mridangas and so forth. So apart from his academic career and so forth, in terms of spiritual lineage, he would have completed his Bhakti Shastri degree a few years ago. He's a disciple of Srila Virbahu Maharaj, one of Srila Prabhupada's very dear disciple. And he renders tremendous services at different times, from time to time. And we're very happy. Just about 2 weeks ago, we were very fortunate to listen to him. We had 4 days of Ramayan Katha. And it was very special. Throughout the country, we were having different sessions, 4 sessions on the 50th birthday anniversary of Vishaka Mataji. So this evening, we would like to Yes, thank you. So, all in all, we can all say that we are very blessed and we are very fortunate to be here this evening to hear from His Grace Hare Kirtan Prabhu, as he's gonna narrate the messages and the pastimes of Sri Ram and his devotees from the Valmiki Ramayana, the Ramcharitamanas. And today's topic for his katha is the most revolutionary servant of Sri Ramachandra. Hari Bol, Jai Shri Ram. At this point, I would like to request Mamu Soja to please come forward and garland our Vyasji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Ram, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Over to Hare Kirtan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. A little bit louder, please. Hare Krishna. So it's so nice to be amongst family here today. And I can't remember if I've ever been to a program with so much family present. And then, well, this is the first time presenting to my family. So it's an interesting experience, and I'm grateful for this experience. Thank you very much for allowing me to serve in this way. And it is important to note, as I always say, it is important to note that the opportunity to hear about and glorify the Lord is not one that we should take for granted. Many of us here, if not all of us, have grown up going to Mandir, listening to Pravachan, listening so many times to Ramayan. All of us, if not most of us, if not all of us, probably know the Ramayan like the back of their hand. Everybody here has heard the Ramayan before? Yes? So it is not something new, and therefore it is very easy to take it for granted. Oh man, me know the story. Right? Me know I hear him again. But these stories of Lord Ramachandra are not simply stories that happened back in the day. This by Dari Putamotri, the kingdom, Igan, somebody Tifi wife, he had to go find a wife, he come back, end the story. That's the end of it, right? No, that is not the end of it. No, there's so much lessons that we can learn from the Sri Ramayan. And so with the blessings of all my elders and my parents, and everybody else present here, all the devotees, Srila Prabhupada and Shri Paramakaranitai Gaurachandra. I hope that I can present something in an interesting way without any vanity and with respect to our previous acharyas. So in that respect, we can recite a few prayers to begin with. If you know the prayers, please join along. If not, hearing them has the same effect. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And now prayers to Shri Hanumanji and Shri Shankar Bhagavan. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayara Vinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuta Mukyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadye. So, as we begin today, how many of us here know that how many years that Lord Ramachandra ruled this planet after he would have won the war and he came back and everything? Anybody knows how many years? Average at least? Anybody would like to say? Any guesses? Anybody? 1,000 years? 6,000 years it is said, right? And so if somebody rules a place for 6,000 years, then definitely you have to see some proof that they were ruling, right? If somebody rules a place for 40 years or 50 years, there are certain statues that are put up in honor of them, and they might have certain places that they did certain things that people, keep as a memory, a memorial for them, right? Different kinds of important places like this. But Lord Ramachandra, he ruled for 6,000 years. Is there any proof of his rulership? You ever hear anybody rule 6,000 years? That's a long time. So definitely something has to be there. And it was never said that he ruled just India, right? He ruled the entire world. So therefore, there has to be something that proves that he ruled the entire world. And so there are many different proofs of this and many different evidences of this morning. I joke, Mike. There are many evidences of Lord Ramachandra's rulership across the world. One of those places is Russia, right? Today, if you search, there's a certain river called the Sita River. There's the Kama River, Moksha River, but one of those rivers are named after Mother Sita. Some researchers say that the word Russia actually came originally from the word Rishi. We can see Russia, Rishi, the similarities. Not only that, if you look at the state symbol, like we have our coat of arms and The president has his own state symbol. The state symbol of Russia is a two-headed board, right? The eagle-looking kind of board. It's called a Ganda Baruda. It's actually a form of Lord Nrsimhadev, who we just glorified in the Yagya. Not only that, if we check like way back in the history of Russia, we'll see that they had a thing for peacocks, right? Many peacocks are depicted in their artworks and their cultural heritage. And that is why some people say, along with descriptions from the Sri Valmiki Ramayan, that Keikei actually came from Russia, and this place where she came from, Keikeya Desh, is actually Russia. Because if you hear some of the description of Bharat returning, it corresponds to that geographical location. And so, that is just one place. Now another place, Thailand. In Thailand, the kings were actually given the title Ram 1, Ram 2, Ram 3, Ram 4, like that, right? Not only that, before the present capital today, this is, sorry, next one. So, before the present capital today, there was actually a capital of Thailand called Ayutthaya. Their capital was called, what? Ayutthaya. Song similar to Ayodhya. Not only that, one of their national or their cultural heritage books is called the Ramakiyan. Ramakiyan is the Ramayan. Exactly, the Ramayan. As you can see here, there's a depiction of Lord Ramachandra on his chariot. This is their cultural depiction of Ramayan. And there's another picture of a cultural presentation, the one that you had up before. A cultural presentation that they still do today for people who come and visit Thailand. And here's one that you might not expect. In Iraq, archaeologists have found 247 plus carvings, verified carvings. If you see here, there's Hanumanji with Lord Ramachandra. You can see the bow. The bottom is Hanumanji, and that is Lord Ramachandra with his bow. 247 plus, more than, verified, certified carvings of Ramayan in Iraq that dates back 6,000 years ago. Right? Not only that, in Bali, Indonesia, there are traces of our Indian heritage. Like you see there, there's a statue of Lord Vishnu riding Garuda. That is the tallest statue in Bali, Indonesia. And even today, they perform cultural performances of Ramayan, of various stories from our Hindu culture. So like that, Lord Ramachandra's presence is felt all over the world. Those are just 3 examples, but there are many more examples. Like in Egypt, there are certain examples there. There's a beautiful picture of, it might be interesting for you, of the pharaohs of Egypt having Vaishnava tilak. If you see, maybe you can zoom in a bit more. If you see on their bodies, there's this, like the mark that is up on my head here, markings of tilak on their bodies. And so it is said that back in the day, the pharaohs of Egypt were actually followers of Vedic culture, and they were Vaishnavas. Interesting to know, right? And so, that being said, Lord Ramachandra's presence is felt all over the world. And it is something that we should be proud of and not ashamed of. Right? Many times people are ashamed of their culture. And certain people, one of my friends even asked, how can you follow Hindu culture? Doesn't the lack of evidences like today bother you? I said, what do you mean lack of evidences? So I showed him these few. And even in Vrindavan, you can find Krishna's handprint, his footprint, the print of a calf's hoof print next to his footprint, the print of his flute, like that. There are many, 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 many such things. And we should not be surprised about them, but we should learn about them in case somebody tries to tell us otherwise. So the Sri Ramayan is an age-old epic. Everybody here has heard Ramayan. Maybe we hear the name of Ramachandra every single day. Today, it's a culture in Guyana that is sadly slowly dying, of saying Sitaram and Ram Ram when we greet one another. And that has been a culture that has been going on for ages. But beyond that, this culture of reading Ramayan has been going on for many, many thousands of years. Ever since Lord Ramachandra was here on the planet, they started reciting the Ramayan. And even till today, there's at least one person on this planet that is still reciting Ramayan at this very moment. Therefore, we should know that this katha of Lord Ramachandra, the Sri Ramayan, is not boring. If it is boring, then it's not something wrong with the katha, but something wrong with us. Ramayan, Mahabharata, they are called itihas. Itihas means, people say history, but there's an even better translation to the word itihas. Itihas means that it was relevant back then, it is relevant today, and it will be relevant in the future. So the Sri Ramayan, any situation we're going through in our life, if we read it, we'll find something that we missed the last time, and we'll find something that suits our situation. And therefore, Tulsidas Ji in his Ramcharitmanas describes many glories of the holy names of Lord Ramachandra, and he glorifies the Ramayan in the beginning in a beautiful chaupai. I'll just sing few of those chaupais, and we'll highlight the meanings of them. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Bhagat Hit Naratanu Dhari, Sahi Sankat Kiye Sadhu Sukhari, Namus Prema Japatanayasa, Bhagat Hohi Muda Mangal Basa, Rama Tapasahita, Rama Ek Tapasatiyatari, Nama Koti Kala Kumati Sudhari, Rishi Hit Rama Suketu Sutaki, Sahita Sena Suta Kine Vibhaki, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Tulsidas Ji says very wonderfully, he says, Rama Bhagata Hita Naratanudhari Sahi Sankata Kiye Sadhu Sukhari, that we, the devotees of Lord Ramachandra, are suffering in this world. We have various types of suffering, suffering inflicted by ourselves, as Mayapur Prabhu was so nicely describing last Sunday. Sufferings inflicted by our own selves, suffering inflicted by other people, and sufferings from natural disasters. Those are the three main places that we get suffering from, right? So we're suffering so much. Lord Ramachandra, out of his compassion, Rama Bhagata Hita Naratanudari, for the benefit of Bhagata Hita, for the benefit of his devotees, he came himself in the form of a human being and bore calamities, or he suffered calamities himself, right? The example is given, just like a father would hold the hand of a child and walk him through a certain situation, similarly, Lord Ramachandra came, suffered through different situations, or he looked as if he was suffering through different situations, in order to teach us how to deal with those situations. He shows us that, he says in Bhagavad Gita, as Krishna, he says that this world is dukhalayam and ashashvatam. It is full of miseries, but it is temporary. Means that the miseries won't last forever. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're suffering. So both are temporary. Calamities will be there. He doesn't promise that, oh, I'll take away the calamities. No, what he promises, I'll teach you to deal with the calamities. Because if we're expecting that calamities won't be there, Lord Ram went through so many calamities. The Pandavas, who were the cousins of Lord Krishna, they suffered so much. Who are we? What relationship do we have with the Lord? what the our Vedas teach us when they say that your sufferings will go away, what they mean is that they teach us how to deal with the sufferings. Krishna says, Matra sparshastu kaunteya, Shitoshna sukadukada, Agama payano nitya, stam stitiksha svabharata. That is just one thing he's saying, how we should deal with happiness and distress. Not be too excited and not be too sad. We should tolerate them like we tolerate rain and sun, winter and summer, like that. Just like we tolerate the seasons, we tolerate miseries as well. And so, but this name of Lord Ramachandra is very special. Lord Ramachandra, it is said that Rama eka tapasatiyatari. Lord Ramachandra delivered just one Ahilya who committed a mistake, right? But his name today is delivering so many souls, committing so many mistakes, saving them from committing more mistakes, from sinning over and over. Ram, for the benefit of Vishwamitra, killed one Taraka, but his name today is helping his devotees destroy the vanity within their hearts. Lord Ramachandra just broke one bow of Lord Shiva, but his name today is breaking the cycle of samsara, the cycle of repeated birth and death, helping us to go back to his abode. And then there's another beautiful chaupai. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Rama. Ram bhalu kapi katakut na bhatora, setu hetu shama kina natora. नामुलेत भव सिंधु सुखाही, करहु विचारु सुजन मन माही. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Rama. Tulsidas Ji says that Lord Ramachandra's army of monkeys and bears, they took a lot of pains to build a bridge across the Lanka. But today his name easily dries up the ocean of material suffering. There's a verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam which says, Samashritaye padapallavaplavam mahat padam punya yasho murari bhavam budir vatsa param padam 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 yad vipadam natesham. It is said that just by taking shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, his feet are the boat that takes us across that ocean of miseries. But here's a better comparison. That this ocean of miseries that is so hard to swim, there are big tidal waves that often, drown us to the bottom, and then we bubble up and then we go down and bubble up and like that. This ocean of material suffering, by taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, can be reduced to the size of water in a calf's hoofprint. Vatsa padam padam padam. That is the beauty of taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. And there's an even more beautiful story. Even Lord Shiva, glorifying the holy name of Lord Ramachandra, describes how he says, Lord Shiva says, by reciting the name of Lord Ramachandra, he feels that he has got his auspiciousness and that he has become immortal because of reciting that name. And there's a beautiful story that we will describe in a few. There's a story of Parvati Mata when she was requesting Lord Shiva to become her husband. Lord Shiva disguised himself as an old Brahmana and decided to test her. He said, why do you want to become the husband of that Shiva? He limes with ghosts and spirits, and he's often in burial grounds, and he smears his body with ashes, and he often has skulls and snakes and all these things around his neck. How can you want to marry such a person? He's so inauspicious. So Mother Parvati says, don't speak about my Lord Shiva like this. I want to marry him, and don't speak bad about him. So Lord Shiva appears and he says, I was just testing you. So they get married. Now, sometime after, they were sitting in the Manasa lake, right in Kailash area. And Mother Parvati says, I know what I said then, but I have a doubt. How is it that you're named Shiva? Shiva means all auspicious. How is it that you're named Shiva, but you're in such filthy places, in crematorium, and you have ashes on your body? How is this possible? Lord Shiva says, because I always meditate on the name of Lord Ram. And that by reciting the name of Ram, he says, Shiva Pradam Sukha Pradam Bhavachidam Brahmapaham Vraja Virajamana Deshikam Bhaje Harama Madvayam. That I always pray to Lord Ramachandra, who is second to none, who grants peace and who grants happiness. Shiva Pradam and Sukha Pradam. Lord Ramachandra's holy names gives us peace, or it gives us auspiciousness. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I guess this is better. I think the treble is a bit too much. Maybe you can turn up the bass. So yes, we're talking about the Sri Ramashtikam, describing about how the names of Lord Ramachandra gives peace and gives happiness. So like this, if we can connect to the holy names of Lord Ramachandra, Tulsidas Ji says that even while yawning or while joking, or even in an angry mood, somebody calls out to the name of Lord Ramachandra, that name gives them great benefit. So imagine if you just call out to it by accident in an angry mood, you get so much benefit. If we make conscious effort to consistently chant the holy names of the Lord every day, what benefit we will get. So there's an example of Lord Srila Prabhupada gives in his purport that you might think, how can I recite the name of Lord Ramachandra and be in contact with the Lord? I can't see him, right? The example Srila Prabhupada gives is, just as if, let's say, Govinda Prabhu here, who's playing the mridanga, let's say he's at the back of the temple room, behind there's a walkway. I can't see him. But if I shout, Govinda, he'll answer, right? Because he can hear me. Similarly, and we can have an entire conversation like that, without me even seeing him. Similarly, by calling out to the name of the Lord, it works in a similar manner. We are still in contact with the Lord. And so, one devotee of Lord Ramachandra, who is very well known and who is very dedicated to reciting the name of Lord Ramachandra, so dedicated that he asked a benediction of Lord Ramachandra that wherever there's a description of your holy names, I want to be there. Even if the speaker is unqualified, I want to be there and hear those glories. That person is? Nobody knows? Who is that person? Anybody would like to guess? Loudly. Shri Shri Hanumanji Bhagavan Ki. So Hanumanji is a very wonderful soul. It's a very wonderful example for all of us to follow. As the title of the class today speaks, he's a revolutionary. He's a revolutionary in terms of defining what actual devotion means. The Sri Hanuman Chalisa that was so beautifully sung by our dear Anuji is a very beautiful piece of literary art, that is one. But two, it connects us so wonderfully to Hanumanji. Each and every single word of the Hanuman Chalisa has so many stories behind it. And it is absolutely amazing. The first verse of Hanuman Chalisa, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja, Nija Mana Mukura Sudhari, Baranao Raghuvara Vimala Jasu, Jodayaka Palachari. Tulsidas Ji starts off by offering respects to Shri Guru. Now I had a light wonder, right? A light wonder. How is it that Shri refers to Lakshmi Ji? Now I understand if you say Shri Ram, that means Sita and Ram. Because Shri refers to Lakshmi or Sita and Ram. I understand that. That is okay. Or Shri Krishna. I understand that. That's Radha and Krishna. But how can you say Shri Guru? How can you link Shri Sita Devi or Srimati Radharani with Guru? So our acharyas describe that Mother Sita, there are two ways you can look at it. Mother Sita is actually the best guru in the Sri Ramayan. She teaches us how merciful she is, and she teaches by her example how to be loyal to Lord Ramachandra and how to serve Lord Ramachandra. But beyond that, Shri also refers to the Guru. Shri Guru refers to the Guru being empowered by Shri, or being empowered by Srimati Sita Devi. That is just the first two words of the Hanuman Chalisa. Then he says, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukura Sudhari. He says, Nija Mana Mukura Sudhari. But before he says that, he says, Charana Saroja Raja. The lotus feet of the Shri Guru. Now, how can somebody's feet be called lotus feet? I know my feet isn't lotus-like. Stick them inside my socks and boots for one day and you're going to know how lotus-like it is. Right? I'm sure many of us, I'm not saying your feet are stink, but I'm just saying that you can relate. Right? How can Shri Guru's feet be called lotus feet? Because by taking shelter of the lotus feet of Guru, just like the lotus sprouts in the muddy pond and is not affected by the mud, all of our feet is considered like mud, like the muddy pond, but the feet of Guru is like the lotus in that muddy pond that gives us enlightenment. How? The dust of that lotus feet, if we sprinkle it in our eyes, it allows us to Varanao Raghuvara Vimala Jasu. It allows us to glorify the Lord. Now, how can dust clean our eyes? Usually we know dust is nasty thing, right? If dust happens something, you want to clean up, right? But the dust of the lotus feet of Guru helps to clean our eyes. How? In the Sri Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achinta Guna Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. How can you see Krishna? Only Premanjana Churita. Only with the eye that is tinged with love. And the dust of the lotus feet of Guru can give us that salve of love that we can rub on our eyes so that we can see the Lord properly. That is just the first line of the Sri Hanuman Chalisa. So, and there are 40 verses. So you can imagine, I'm already half an hour in. But we'll try our best. I won't speak on the entire Hanuman Chalisa, don't worry. I'll finish in half an hour, hopefully. There's this line, Rama Duta Atulita Baladama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama. Everybody knows this line? We've heard this line. It comes right in the beginning. So Rama Duta Atulita Baladama. What does it mean? Rama Duta refers to, O messenger of Ram. Atulita Baladama, you're the abode of strength. Atulita means that there's nobody whose strength comes close to your strength. Atulita, that is what Atulita means. Baladama, you're the abode of such strength, of such incomparable strength. Now there's a beautiful story. I'll start with Ramaduta. There are two parts, right? Ramaduta and Atulita Baladama. Ramaduta. When Hanumanji first reaches Lord Ramachandra, he makes a mistake. Lord Ramachandra asks him, who are you? He says, I am the servant of Sugriv. Immediately, when he saw how Lord Ramachandra responded to him, he knew he made a mistake. Because what is our identity? You might say, oh, I'm Hari Kirtan Rasadas. I'm the son of Prabhupada Dev Prabhu, or Chetu, as you may all know, right? Or I am Mayapur Chandradoya Prabhu. I am a lawyer, right? I'm a state counsel. I am Govinda, I work as a teacher, right? I am Shuddha Prem, aka Randy, right? I am an optometrist. Optometrist, I got it correct? Optician. You get the point. Eye doctor, right? So you all have so many different occupations. I'm calling on them because they're my friends and they can beat me after, right? And not taking chances with anybody else. But we have so many identities that we try to, but our actual identity, what is our actual identity? It comes in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jivera Surupahai Nitya Krishna Das. We are Krishna Das, we are servants of the Lord. That is our identity. Whatever other identity, they're just temporary because after we die, those identities vanish. But the eternal identity of the soul is Jivera Surupahai Krishnera Nitya Das. We are eternal servants of the Lord. Therefore, Hanumanji made a mistake. Lord Ramachandra immediately steps back and he allows Lakshman to speak with him. And it said, for the next 4 months, Lord Ramachandra didn't speak to Hanumanji because of that mistake. He spoke to Hanumanji through Lakshman. When Hanumanji takes Lord Ramachandra, So he realizes he made a mistake, and now he has to make up for that mistake. Well, Hanumanji takes Lord Ramachandra to Sugriv. Sugriv, out of his arrogance, instead of bowing down to Lord Ramachandra, he shakes hands with the Lord and embraces the Lord. Takes a branch and puts Lord Ramachandra to sit on that branch, and then arrogantly went and sit right next to Lord Ramachandra, forgetting Lakshman. Hanumanji notices this, and he notices that Lord Ramachandra was disturbed by this, did disrespect to Lakshman. So what does Hanumanji do? He goes and picks a better branch, a sandalwood branch, and he brings it and he puts Lakshman to sit on a higher seat. So like that, over the next 4 months, Hanumanji pleases Lord Ramachandra like this. So much so that the Lord becomes so much confident that out of all of the search parties that went to search for Mother Sita, Lord Ramachandra only gave his ring to Hanumanji, knowing that Hanumanji would find Mother Sita. That is the confidence that he had. So he took 4 months to become the messenger of Lord Ramachandra. And during the 2 months that he traveled to Mother Sita, those 2 months, it took him to become Ramdas, because the minute he saw Mother Sita, he realized, I don't want to just be his messenger. I want to be his servant. When he saw the mood of Mother Sita. And so, when he returns, what does Lord Ramachandra tell him? It's a beautiful story. He says, I love you 2 times more than I love Lakshman. And Lakshman was standing there. Now you imagine, if you were there, put yourself in a situation, how offended you would feel. Imagine how Lakshman would feel. What you're imagining isn't how he's feeling. Right? He wasn't vexed then basically by this. So he turns to Lakshman. And he says, what do you think? Lakshmanji agrees. He turns to Hanumanji. He says, what do you think? Hanumanji says, by saying this, you have said how much you love Lakshman. Actually, you love Lakshman more than anything. Because usually we say, I love you more than my life. Right? That is the common saying. By saying that you love me 2 times more than Lakshman, you have said that Lakshman is your life. Right? So he looks at, Lord Ramachandra looks at Lakshman. He says, what do you have to say about this? He says that actually, I don't have a problem with that. Why? Because even after, he gives 2 reasons. Even after 25 years of service, Mother Sita still doubted my character. You know, when Ravana was going to kidnap her, she said that, oh, I know why you don't want to go and help your brother, because you want to enjoy me. After 25 years, she still doubted me. And I've served you day and night. I haven't slept. She still doubted me. But even after a few minutes, she trusted Hanuman wholeheartedly and told a story, which we won't get into because it'll go in. But she told that story that only Lord Ramachandra and her knew. So definitely, Hanumanji is better than me. And another reason, I, as Anantashesh, you know, Lord Vishnu lies on Anantashesh, the snake, right? This big serpent. Anantashesh, I as Anantashesh, you, the creator of the universe, the maintainer of the universe, lie on my coils, right? I support you. But Hanumanji is so great that both Anantashesh and Vishnu are on his shoulders, and he is carrying both of us. So Hanumanji is indeed very great. So like this, we see how Lord Hanumanji is actually the servant of Lord Ramachandra. Now, Atulita Baladama. There's a beautiful story of a sage called Sage Vishwambar. This sage was a very special one. He's decided that he wouldn't speak until there's a sign that the demons will be destroyed, because the sages were really tormented by Ravana. So one day, he took Kesari and Anjana to a tour to Badrinath, to Badrinarayan, to take darshan of Badrinarayan in Uttar Pradesh in India, the upper parts of India, in the Himalayas. While taking them there, as soon as he came in front of this form of Badrinarayan, Hanumanji was there. He was a child then, and he was holding the hand of his mother. Immediately, he looked at Badrinarayan, who is a form of Lord Vishnu, and he says, Rama! And the sage and his mother said, no, that's not Ram, that is Badrinarayan. Immediately, Sage Vishwambar broke his vow of silence, and he says, Satyavachan! This is actually Lord Ramachandra. And this boy is correct, because Lord Vishnu is Lord Ramachandra. So everybody was amazed. After 50 years, this sage has broken his vow of silence. Why? So he said that I heard a boon once, that one day when a child comes and he identifies Badrinarayan as Ram, That day begins the end of the demons, and so he spoke. And this child is no ordinary child. This child is an incarnation of Lord Shiva, and he is the abode of all strength. Now, Lord Hanumanji was extremely powerful. Lord Ramachandra, he took 2 hours to defeat Karandushan with their 40,000 soldiers, right? Hanumanji, in a few minutes, destroyed 80,000 soldiers of Ravana. Not just any soldiers, right? Not just any soldiers, but Ravana's top-ranking soldiers, like the commando soldiers, special forces, 80,000 of them in a few minutes. He defeated their commander, Jambumali. He defeated the 7 private bodyguards of Ravana. When I say defeat, I mean kill, right? Defeated the 7 bodyguards. He defeated Ravana's 5 commanders and Ravana's youngest son, Akshay Kumar. So Hanumanji is not an ordinary person. He's extremely strong. The next line, Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama. Now we know that Anjana is the mother of Lord Hanumanji. In her previous life, she was a Apsara in the heavenly kingdoms by the name Punjikasthala. And she used to assist Brihaspati, the guru of the Devatas. One day, she saw some beautiful flowers and she decided to make a garland for Brihaspati. And out of love, she was a young girl, so she made the garland for Brihaspati and she gave it to him. And Brihaspati, being pleased, offered her a benediction that you'll have a beautiful son who will revolutionize the meaning of devotion. After he said it, he realized he made a mistake because Apsaras don't make children, right? They usually don't make children. So he says, don't worry, sometime in the future it will come true. Now, a few years passed, she forgot about that incident. Durvasa Rishi, who is famous for his short temper, he came to visit. Punjikasthala served him, but she made a mistake in serving him. She was very excited. She was a young girl, so she was often too energetic for Durvasa Rishi. And he got a bit irritated one time, and he says, since you're behaving so energetic and you can't sit one place and you're behaving like a monkey, I curse you to become a monkey. And so, Punjikasthala appeared as the daughter of Kunjar named Anjana. And she and Kesari, her husband, for years wanted a beautiful son, but they never got this son of theirs. So one day, after, of course, we know they performed great penances. One day, Dashrath Maharaj, he performs the Putra Kameshti Yagya, the sacrifice to obtain a son, and he got a portion of nectar, which he divided amongst his queens. Just as he was about to give this portion to his queens, an eagle came and snatched a portion of that nectar and took it and dropped it just over Kishkinda. Vayudev arranged that that portion fell in the hands of Anjana, and she drank that portion. And that is why it is said that Lord Ramachandra often considers Hanumanji as his brother, Ramadulari. Now, next verse, Shankara Suvana Kesari Nandan. Now, there's some versions of the Hanuman Chalisa that says Shankara Swayam Kesari Nandan, but same thing it means. It is said that Devatas, they were very much harassed by Ravana. Now, how harassed were they? Ravana was no ordinary person. Everybody here is familiar with the name Shani? We've heard the name before? Yes? Everybody is afraid of Shani. Yes? At least most people are. Because oftentimes when you hear Shani comes into your life, oh my God, a lot of problems is going to come. Right? Or you hear you get Graha, basically. And you got to do Navgraha Puja. Right? Now these Navgraha, the 9 planets, who trouble our lives so much by their positions in the skies, they can make our life happy or make our life sad. Ravana was so powerful that he picked these 9 planets and put them as his steps leading up to his throne. The personalities they put. And not only that, he tied Shani to his bedside. Right? One time, he was wondering, why is so many bad things still happening to me? So one person told him, one of his advisors said, is because you put Shani by your bed and he's watching you. Right? The vision of Shani is very inauspicious towards you. So you know what he does? He takes Shani and he ties him up, puts him upside down in a cave, and faces him to a wall. Not only that, he has the king of heaven, Indra, cutting vegetables in his kitchen. At his will, he would ask Vayu, I want cool breeze, or I want warm breeze, or I want normal breeze. At his will, he would ask Agni to appear in his hands. So like that, he would trouble the Devatas. And he put them out of their heavenly planets, right? And he was ruling the entire universe, quote unquote. He thought he was ruling the entire universe. So like that, Ravana, the name Ravana itself means the one who makes others cry. So like that, Ravana was really a terror for the Devatas. So they went to Lord Shiva and they says, this devotee of yours, sarcastically, they said, this devotee of yours, not that we think that you will do anything about it anyways, your favorite devotee, but he's really harassing us. So Lord Shiva says, don't worry. He was extremely angry at Ravana. Now they were surprised. Now we thought that, he was your devotee. There's a story of how Ravana pleased, quote unquote, people say he pleased Lord Shiva, but it wasn't pleasing Lord Shiva. How he pleased Lord Shiva, he realized that he's doing penances for so many years and Lord Shiva isn't appearing, so he decided to start cutting off his heads. So he cut off 10 heads and placed it in the fire. After a while, Lord Shiva just couldn't take it anymore. He just wanted to put an end to it. It's not that he was pleased. Why would you be pleased by somebody offering your head to you, right? Just to put a stop to it, he just decided to show up. So he said that there are 11 forms of Lord Shiva, or 11 Rudras. So although he, quote unquote, pleased my 10 forms, he displeased my 11th form. And don't worry, that 11th Rudra will appear and be the cause of his destruction. And so, there is even another reason that Lord Shiva tells them that he's angry at Ravana. People often say how wonderful devotee Ravana was of Lord Shiva. You tell me, after hearing this story, how wonderful a devotee he was. Would any of us approach our Ishtadev, our beloved Lord, and ask him for his wife? Would anybody think of doing that? Would you approach Lord Shiva and ask him for his wife? Would anybody think of doing something like this? No, right? I would hope so. Two things he asked Lord Shiva. He asked for Atma Linga, or self-manifested Linga that he could take back and worship. And he asked for Parvati, Lord Shiva's wife. Lord Vishnu had to go and remedy this situation. Now Lord Shiva had to obey, giving the boon. So he gave Mother Parvati. And Ravana was walking back with Mother Parvati. So what does Lord Vishnu do? He appears as a Brahmana, old Brahmana. He says, you're coming from Lord Shiva's place, right? He said, yes. And he gave you Parvati? He said, yes. He shook his head, oh, another one. So Ravana was like, what do you mean another one? He said, Lord Shiva has given a lot of people such boons. You're not the first one. Right? This is not the first time he gave away Parvati. There are many other Parvatis available. There are many other beautiful women available in the creation. So Ravana was like, really? He puts down Mother Parvati immediately. Really? Where is that other beautiful woman? He says there's a certain demon named Mayas or Mayadanava, and he has a certain daughter. You can go and check him out. So then Mother Parvati is confused. Who is this Brahmana? Then the Lord Vishnu reveals himself and he says, I'm your brother. I'll look out for you. And because Lord Shiva couldn't do anything about it because he had to give his boon, I came to help out the situation. Such a great devotee Ravana was, right? So the Devatas were very, very things. So then Lord Shiva decided to himself appear as Hanumanji. Now, so we covered Sankara Shruvana, Keshari Nandan. He appeared as the son of Anjana. He's called Anjaneya, the son of Anjana. And he's also the son of Pavandev, Vayudev. Next verse. Kanchana Varana Viraja Suvesa. Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa. This is one of my favorite ones. Kanchana Varana. What is the complexion of Hanumanji? Anybody knows? The bodily complexion. Anybody knows? Want to guess? Dark? Blue? Any other suggestions? Debate is going on here. Red. He became red after putting the sindoor, but his original complexion was golden. Kanchana Varana. Right? Now, how did he get this golden complexion? It is said, Hanumanji, he wanted to study under Suryadev. Suryadev, he loves to teach, but he can't take holiday from his duties as the sun. The sun can't take holiday, right? Sadly, he has to work 24/7, right? But he badly wanted to teach. So on his chariot, he would have 60,000 sages that he would teach. That was the capacity of his school. So Hanumanji approaches Surya and he says, I want to learn from you. Suryadev says, my class is full. Hanumanji says, you don't worry about place. I just want you to teach me. I'll see my own place. Suryadev says, no problem. I don't have to, no amenities. So you don't have to pay the miscellaneous fees. Those who went to UG gets it. You don't have to pay miscellaneous fees, for amenities and facilities. You just study, right? Just pay your dues. So Hanumanji, do you know how Hanumanji studies? He decides, you can just imagine how fast the chariot of the sun is going. He decides that he would fly backwards, facing Suryadev, and listen to everything he says. So while flying, that's one. Backwards, he's listening to everything Suryadev says, but never forgets a single word. So it's said because of his constant association with Surya, his body became shining, golden. But that's not the only reason. Second reason, when Lord Ramachandra gave him his ring, he was wondering, what's the best place to put this ring? I can't put it in my cloth because suppose somebody cut, the sword and he fell along some way. I can't hold it in my hand because I might lose it somewhere. So he decides the best place, when he looks at it, the name of Ram is on it. And the best place for the name of the Lord is on your tongue. So he puts the ring on his tongue. Immediately, his body became so effulgent and it is as if he got a golden hue. So it said that the southern party went through many dark places, but Hanumanji's body was the light that helped them to see in the dark. And not only that, Hanumanji's body is so pure that it helps to eradicate the darkness of ignorance in our lives. Kanana Kundala. This is a very beautiful story. So one time, Narada came to Vali, right? Kesari was a commander in Vali's army. So he came to Vali, and Narad Muni, right? Always inciting the impious people so that they can die faster. So he came and he told Vali that there's a certain monkey that will be born in your kingdom. He'll be extremely powerful. So now Vali became insecure. He started worrying. This guy is going to put me out. He might become the next king and, such and such, such and such. So he came up with a plan. He knew a special poison that could not harm the mother, but kill the fetus within the mother, the baby within the mother. So he decided, what is that poison? He made don't ask me how, and I'm sure you shouldn't know how. But it's a mixture of 5 metals, right? That he gave one of his trusted maids to go and make sure that Anjana drinks this potion, this poison. But don't tell her. Just tell her that it's something for the health of the baby. So the maid goes, gives Anjana. She drinks it. And the maid goes back. And he says, she drank it? Yes, she drank it. She's waiting. No news of any, miscarriages. 1 day passed, 2 days passed, months passed. Eventually, the child was born. So he couldn't believe that this child would be born after such a heavy... just imagine. If a pregnant mother, drinks something with the 5 metals in it, imagine what it would do to the child within. Right? It would definitely kill the child. We agree? Mothers? We agree? It would kill the child? Yes? I'm no expert on being pregnant, but you are. Right? So, he went when he heard the child was born. He was amazed. The child was alive and kicking. Very powerful child. Then he noticed something very amazing. The child was born with a beautiful shining earring, a combination of the 5 metals. So instead of killing him, Hanumanji made the 5 metals, even within the womb, as his earrings. Kanana Kundala. Kunchita Kesa. His hairs are very curly. There's a beautiful story about this. When the Pandavas, after they won the war, wanted to perform the Rajasuya sacrifice, they wanted to invite a very special rishi called Purusha Mriga. It's a very special rishi who had the form of a half deer and a half human. But the rishi had a very interesting condition. I will run whoever comes to invite me. If I catch them, I'll kill them. I won't come to your ceremony. So that means that that person has to reach Hastinapur before I can catch them. So Bhim volunteered, and he decided. Now everybody was nervous. He might die. It's an interesting invitation. So he prays to Hanumanji, and he says, I'm in such and such situation. So Hanumanji says, he pulls a few hairs from his body and he gives it to Bhim. He says, anytime you feel that the Rishi is close to you, you just drop one of these hairs. So Bhim says, okay, no problem. So he begins. He invites the Rishi and the Rishi comes running after him. As soon as the Rishi would come close to him, Bhim would drop a hair. And immediately in that spot, 1,000 lingams would appear. And the sage would have to start worshipping each one of them. And by the time he's worshipping, Bhim would run ahead. So like that, eventually, they reached Hastinapur, but Bhim ran out of hairs. So he barely got in, but one foot was still out of the border. And the sage hit the foot. It was an interesting game of catcher. Right? So he hit the foot. So he was like, I already entered. So they decided, let's go to Yudhishthir, see what justice he does. So Yudhishthir's reasoning was, his head was already in. Right? This is not cricket. Right? His head was already in Hastinapur. So therefore, the head is considered the most important part of the body. Therefore, he was in Hastinapur. So the sage was appeased. Okay, no problem. I'll attend your ceremony. So there are many beautiful stories like this. There's a beautiful story of Laya Sanjeevana Lakanajiyaya. He saved the life of Lakshmana by bringing the Sanjeevani harp. We know, I'm sure everybody knows that story. But we should know, there's a beautiful part of this story that oftentimes a beautiful detail. I was signaled 2 more minutes. But I'll just complete. After this one, we'll complete. I promise. Yes, I promise. So he was instructed to bring 4 harps. So he went. On his way, he sees this sage. So he decides to ask the sage if he's going in the correct direction. And he was very thirsty. Because the battle has been going on, he didn't drink for days and nights. So he's very, very thirsty. So he goes, and the sage tells him, go to the river nearby, and you can drink. Hanumanji goes there. Of course, we know it was a trap because the crocodile was there. I'm not going into the details because I'm sure everybody knows. Do you know how Hanumanji defeated the crocodile? He was very thirsty, mind you. Did he use 2 hands or did he use 1 hand? What do you think? 1 hand. With 1 hand, water is very important. He's very thirsty. And with 1 hand, he was just focusing on drinking his water, and with 1 hand, he just killed the crocodile. So he reached the Dronachal, and he was confused. He didn't know which one of the herbs to get. Came up with an amazing idea. Women do not carry the whole mountain. So he takes the whole mountain. By the time he gets there, he doesn't even have to take the mountain down. Valmikiji says that the breeze from the mountain immediately entered from the herbs on the mountain, entered the nostrils of Lakshman. He woke up, and not just Lakshman, all of the monkeys that were killed woke up immediately. Ravana was crying in his camp. You want to know why? He had a very interesting tactic. At the end of each day, they would round up all the dead soldiers from Ravana's side, and he would dump them in the ocean because he didn't want them to know how many people they killed from his army. So they couldn't assess his strength. And Ravana was crying, if only my soldiers were still there. Them would have come alive too. Right? So like that, Sri Raghuvira Harishuralai. Like this, he brought great happiness to Lord Ramachandra. And I beg permission to just say one more story. Right? The arti is supposed to go on at 6:30. But finishing on the note that we described about the glories of Lord Ramachandra's name. Rama Rasayana Tumare Pasa, Sada Raho Raghupati Ke Dasa. At the end of the battle, Lord Ramachandra was, not the end of the battle, when they were sending out the search parties, Lord Ramachandra were giving blessings to each one of the monkeys in the army. And he was giving them big, big blessings. So he wanted to play a trick on Hanumanji. And Hanumanji came, he said, I don't have any blessings to give you. Hanumanji says, I don't want any big, big blessings. When Parshuramji came, you said the smallest thing you have in your possession is your name. Because it's just 2 letters, Ra and Ma. Right? Not English letters. I mean the Hindi word, right? They're just 2 letters, Ra and Ma. That is the smallest thing I have in my possession. Hanumanji says, give me that. That is all I want. So since then, Lord Ramachandra embraces Hanumanji. And since then, an agreement was made. And the copyright for Lord Ramachandra's holy name is today held by Hanumanji. And Hanumanji protects anyone who utters that name. One time, Narad Muni decided to play a trick. He wanted to prove how great this name of Lord Ramachandra is. So he told the king of Kashi to go and disrespect all of the sages in Lord Ramachandra's assembly. Just glorify Lord Ramachandra. So Kashi is like, how can I do something like that? But anyways, great souls know what they're doing. I'm just following instructions. So he goes with tears in his eyes, begging Lord Ramachandra for forgiveness. He disrespects all of the sages. Vishwamitra is extremely angry. He says, kill this man right now. Right? And now he's the guru of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra can't disobey his orders. So Lord Ramachandra takes out 3, although he knows what's going on. He knew what's the mood of the king of Kashi. He takes out 3 arrows and he says, with these 3 arrows, I'll kill the king of Kashi by the sunset. The king of Kashi was like, what have I got myself into today? He started running out of the courtyard. He started running as far as he could. So he went to Narad Muni. He says, here's the predicament you put me in. So Narad says, go to the mother of Hanumanji, but don't tell her who is putting you in the trouble. Just explain your situation and say that you want Hanumanji's help. So he goes to Anjana, Mother Anjana, and he says, such and such is my situation. Lord Ramachandra, somebody is going to kill me by this evening with 3 arrows. I want your son to help me. So Mother Anjana gets Hanuman to promise to help the king of Kashi. When he asks, who is this person? Hanumanji realized, oh my God, I should have found out this before my promise. Now, how can I be disloyal to Lord Ramachandra? And how can I save this person because of the promise to my mother? He's wondering. He says, you know what? Go into the river Sarayu, neck deep, and start chanting the names of Lord Ramachandra. So Kashi, he says, no problem, I'll go. He goes to the Sarayu River, he stands there and he starts chanting. And as the sun is setting, he's getting louder, Rama, 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 Rama. And more intense. As the sun starts setting, by now he's shouting, right? Thunderbolt sound. Lord Ramachandra shoots the 4th arrow. And Hanumanji is also sitting on the banks. He's also chanting the names of Lord Ramachandra. The 4th arrow comes. And he knows it's coming. And it's coming to his neck. He can feel it coming close. And just as about it was going to pierce his neck, he feels it stop. Opens his eyes and he sees Hanumanji holding the arrow. Hanumanji breaks the arrow and throws it in the corner. Like that, the 2 arrows also come and Hanumanji breaks them and he throws them in the corner. Ramachandra comes and he's furious at Hanuman. How can you disobey my order? Hanumanji says something very sweet. He says, Lord Ramachandra, this is your devotee. He's chanting your holy names. It is my job to protect your devotees chanting your holy names. I was simply protecting him like this. So Lord Ramachandra became very pleased at the mood of Hanumanji and the service attitude. And so this is the beauty of Lord Hanumanji, and we can go on and on and on and on. But the glories of Lord Hanumanji are countless. Just like we compare Srila Prabhupada, just like Hanumanji jumped over the ocean, he jumped over the ocean to New York and set fire on all our hearts, the bad anarthas within our hearts, by spreading his books all over. And it is only due to his mercy that today we are being able to sit here and have this wonderful katha. And with So it is only due to the mercy of Srila Prabhupada that we are here today and we've gotten this opportunity to hear about and glorify Lord Hanumanji. Lord Hanumanji and Lord Ramachandra have a very special relationship. If we hear Ram Katha, we fall in love with Hanumanji. And if we hear Hanuman Katha, we fall in love with Lord Ramachandra. Out of all the devatas that are present, only Hanumanji nobody has a problem with. Somebody might have issues with Lord Vishnu, Lord Ramachandra, Lord Shiva. You might have issues with everybody, but no, everybody loves Hanumanji dearly. Agreed? Yes? Is there anybody with a problem against Hanumanji? Please show by raising your hand. The person who licks. Shri Shri Hanumanji ki! And just like milk and water, when they come together, they're inseparable. Just like that, the katha of Hanumanji and the katha of Lord Ramachandra are also inseparable. And we see even in the Hanuman Chalisa, Lord Ramachandra's names are mentioned more than Hanumanji's names. Because Hanumanji is happy when we glorify Lord Ramachandra. The only reason the Hanuman Chalisa is beneficial and Hanumanji fulfills the benefit of reciting the Hanuman Chalisa is because it glorifies Lord Ramachandra. He doesn't want any glorification for himself. But if we glorify his Lord, he is most happy. And so, there's great benefit from hearing about the devotees of the Lord. And I hope that you all would have learned something. And I hope I didn't bore you to death. Usually when Katha starts, Nidra Devi starts spreading her influence, the goddess of sleep. I hope I didn't bore you. And please forgive me if I made any mistakes. There are many, many more stories. Maybe we can arrange another event to speak about them. And so I was requested to just sing a few verses of the Hanuman Chalisa to conclude. So we'll just sing the first, we'll recite the first 2 verses and maybe the last verse as well. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhari Varano Raghuvar Vimala Jasu Jodayaka Palachari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesha Vikar. So we'll sing the last few verses that describes the glories of the Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Gurudev Kinai Jo Sat Bar Paat Kar Kohi Chut Hi Bandi Mahasukh Hoy Jo Yah Par Hanuman Chalisa Hoy Siddhi Sakhi Gauri Sa Tulsidas Sada Hari Chera Kije Nath Hriday Mahadera Kije Nath Hriday Mahadera Kije Nath Hriday Mahadera Pavanatane Sankat Harana Mangala Murati Roop Rama Lakhan Sita Sahita Hriday Basau Surabhoop Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Shiv Shankar Bhagavan ki jai. So, concluding, this few verses describes how by reading Hanuman Chalisa we get all good qualities, all virtues come to us, and many bad qualities can go far away. So like that, while meditating on the glories of Hanumanji, just hearing these glories purifies our hearts. Just as we said, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja. And we pray by hearing these glories, our hearts can become pure and we can eventually become Sadaraho Raghupati Ke Dasa. That we can all become servants of Shri Shri Ramachandra. Shri Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. So we'll all like to thank Hari Kirtan Prabhu for so eloquently narrating, first of all giving us a background of the presence of Ramayan in many countries that we ourselves may not be aware that Ramayan, the culture of Ramayan is present in those places, and to so nicely describe the glories of Hanumanji from the Hanuman Chalisa. So let us put our hands together for Hari Kirtan. So at this point in time, we will continue this evening with Artik, and very shortly the conch shell will be sounded and everyone will be invited to stand. Kirtan will go on simultaneously, and it's evening Gaura Artik, and our lordships here, Shishi Paramakar Nitai Gaurachandra, basically Sri Ram and his brother Lakshman. These two murtis are the two forms that you're seeing, are manifestations of Lord Ram, Lord Lakshman in the form of Chaitanya and Nityananda. So encourage everyone to chant and pray sincerely for the blessings of Sri Ram. So over to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, just a quick announcement that Bhojan Prasadam will ready maybe 10 minutes into the Artik, but I will beg each and every one of you that after the Arctic, which will be at 7, there will be a few congratulatory speech and messages, and maybe if someone will want to come forward and maybe even offer prayer for our dear sis and Devika. So we'll probably take another 15 minutes more after the Arctic. So please, as much as possible, you may want to be here, even though Bojan and Prashadam will start to serve, but they have enough. Don't worry, they have enough. So let us all stand for the beautiful Arctic to their Lordship. Let us all pray. Finally, this is the final part of the program. Bojan and Prashadam, of course, will be the final of the final. But the Arctic to their Lordship will be very, very special. You can bring one of... The Arctic will conclude everything. So we can all pray sincerely that their Lordship, Sri Sri Paramakarna Nitai Gaurachandra, the merciful Lordship, give us all their full blessings, and especially our dear Sisto and Devika, along with Auntie Chini. Hare Krishna. Kirtan. You can have the bhajan up on the screen, please.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Shri Nitai Gaurachandra Bhagwan ki. Ma Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatare Shatarane. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha.
Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha.
Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha. Jana Vitatavani Jagamana Lobha.
Jana Vitatavani Jagamana Lobha.
Dhakin Nitai Chan Bamigaradhara
Dhakin Nitai
simhasane. Arati kare na Brahma Adi Devagane.
Arati kore na Brahma Adi Devagane.
Arati kare na Brahma Adi Devagane.
Arati kore na Brahma Adi Devagane.
Narahari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya.
Narahari Hare Kore Chamaradulaya.
Hari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya.
Hare Hare Kore Chamaradulaya.
Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Kosadigaya.
Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Gosharigaya.
Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Kosadigaya.
Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Gosharigaya.
Sanka Bhaje Ganta Hare Bhaje Karatara.
Sanka bhaje Ganta bhaje Bhaje Karatala.
Sanka Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karatara. Madhura Medanga Bhaje Paramarasala.
Madhura Medhanga bhaje Paramarasala.
Madhura Medanga Bhaje Paramarasala.
Madhura Medhanga bhaje Paramarasala.
Madhur 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 Bhaje.
Madhur bhaje Madhur bhaje.
Sanka Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje.
Sanka bhaje Ganta bhaje Madhur bhaje.
Sanka Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje.
Sanka bhaje Ganta bhaje Madhur bhaje.
Bolo Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol.
Hari Bol
कोटि चन्द्रजिनी वदन उजाला
बाहु कोटि चन्द्र वदन उज्ज्वल
गलदेशी बाला माला कोटि जाला माला Shiva Sukha Narada Devi Gada Gada Arotika Shobha Janave Tatavade Jagamana Loba Janave Tatavade Jagamana Loba
Jagamana Loba
Gaurange Aratika Shobha Jaga Janamana 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 Loba
Jaga Janamana Loba
Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Janamana Loba Nita Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Nita Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Oh Jaya 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 Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Te Namine
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Swami Tinamine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pratarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasatya Deshatarine
Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavad Vasatyari Shatarine
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Hare Krishna. So we can all take our seats. For those of you who wish, you can also bow down on the ground. Jayam Vishwapad Paramahamsa Purivakacharya Astota Stasi Simadhis Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Jayam Vishwapad Paramahamsa Purivakacharya Astota Stasi Simadhis Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Ananta Guru Vaishnavinda Ki Jai
Jai.
ISKCON Founder Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Nama Chil Shahidas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Brave Sikho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki
Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai
Jai.
Shri Vrindavan Mathuram Ki Jai
Jai.
Bhat Madanga Ki Jai
Jai.
Sama Veda Bhaktavinda Ki
Jai.
Shri Shri Paramakarna Nitai Gauda Chandra
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Shri Shri Radhe Sham Ki
Jai.
Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki
Jai.
Nitai Gauda Prema
Haribo.
Haribo. All glories to the Assembly of the
Hare
Gods.
Krishna.
All glories to the Assembly of the
Hare
Gods.
Krishna.
All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
Haribo.
Shri Shri Nitai Gauda Chandra Ki.
Jai.
So everyone can please take their seats. We'll have a little concluding prayer. And as we said, we'll hear a few words, birthday wishes, and maybe a few prayers also. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Namaste Narasingaya.
Oh, Namaste Narasingaya.
Namaste Narasingaya. Dala 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 Hiranyakashe Purvaktaha Eto Narsinga Parato Narsinga Yato Yato Yamitato Narsinga Vahe Narsinga Vidahe Narsinga Narasinga Madem Taranam Pande
Kar Kamal Pare Nakam Adbhuta Singha Dolidan Hiranya Kasipu Tano Bringa Krishna Narahari Roma Jagadesha Jagadesha Jaya Jagadesha Jaya Palana Jaya Palana Singha Bhagavan ki Jai. The Lordship Shishi Paramakana Nitai Gaura Chanda ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So just the picture to your right, to the left of their Lordship here is Lord Nrsimhadev. He appeared as half man, half lion. So that is Lord Nrsimha. Pujari, you can close. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Your Lordship Shri Shri Paramakarna Nitai Gaura Chanda ki. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You had a good time so far, yes or no? Yes. If you had a good time, you have to say Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Hare Krishna. So on behalf of our temple here, Shri Shri, and their Lordship, Shri Shri Paramakarna Nitai Gaur Chandra, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, Srila Prabhupada, and all the devotees, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And we want to thank the Changa family to choose this evening. Those of you who came from the US, those of you who came around the country, those of you who are joining us virtually. There's 3 platforms, Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook. And even you can go home and you can view this program once again if you felt you didn't have enough. You can see it all over again. You can take in the entire program. It will be up on Facebook and YouTube. So put your hands together. Hare Krishna. Put your hands together once again for the Changa family who choose to host this special prayer, Havan, Yagya, Ramayan Katha, Artik, all in one. As we pray for the well-being, spiritual blessings, and the health well-being of our dear Sister Ji, our dear Auntie Chini, and also our cousin Devika Ji, who are back in the US receiving treatments. So we wish all of them well. By the blessings of the Lord, we beg for their speedy recovery, good health, and that they will live a full life in the service of the Lord. And we'll raise our right hands and we'll chant one Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sis, you will be like this. Auntie Chani, you will be like this. You're receiving the blessing of the name. And Mami, you will be like this on behalf of, where's Mami? On behalf of your daughter, you will be like this, receiving blessings on her behalf. So together, one Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much. And also I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our dear sister, Sita, into the 50 Club. Where is Sita? Oh, Sita is right there. So welcome into the 50 Club. Belated, but nevertheless, better late than ever. We wish you the blessings of their Lordship and Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees here. May you live a happy life, and may you always bring joy to your family by the blessings of their Lordship. A family that prays together stays together. They say a lot of other things, that family who dance together and all that is good, but a family that prays together stays together. So keep your boys and Mr. Anand, Miss Anand, keep the boys and your darn partner, everybody together. Our dear Bonaiji. And where is, come this way. Our dear senior among our cousin, second to our dear Sister G. Sister celebrate our 60, 2 years ago? 2 years ago. So on behalf of the temple, on behalf of all the devotees, on behalf of the entire family, wish you happy 60th birthday. Hare Krishna. You have a garland from their Lordship. Yes, you can bring the garland. I myself will put on the garland this time. I wouldn't give no one the opportunity. Everyone can chant, Jai Shishi Paramakanda Nitai Gaur. These are the garlands of their Lordship. And who will get? Aji, you can put one of this garland on your dear sister. And one on, who will get to put on, where is Vidya? Come here, you're supposed to help me. We have enough camera. So this is for your sister. Yeah, she's grandma for us and she is mama for she, so. And sit. You have to be here now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I have something more special for sis that I am going to give her. The last Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri, during that Ratha Yatra, our Pujari Shankar Aranya Prabhu was on the altar here, just now doing the artik. He was coming a couple days after Ratha Yatra. But he was going to leave India the morning after Ratha Yatra. So the evening, Lord Jagannath Ratha Yatra going on in Jagannath Puri, and I'm telling him, bringing Jagannath, please bring some Lord Jagannath Prasadam. So he's telling me, how will he get Jagannath Prasadam? He lives miles and miles away from where Ratha Yatra is taking place. So 3 o'clock that morning, before he left, one of his relatives bring Lord Jagannath Mahaprasad, which he brought for us in Guyana. And he brought this Chandan of Lord Jagannath. So I have been carrying this for the last year, and I'm giving you this. So you keep that in your bag or in your purse, wherever you go. And this is oil that massage Lord Nrsingadev from Mayapur, Ugra Nrsinga, ISKCON World Headquarters. Giving you that on your forehead. And you will keep this also, always with you. The blessings of Lord Nrsingadev always be with you. So at this point in time, I'd like to leave it a little open. If beginning from the siblings, Bodhi Jagu, Bodhi Ram, Vidya, if any one of you want to do any birthday wishes or you want to say anything. Okay, so you had your celebration. Balu, you weren't there, so you want to say anything? Anyone? Mahmudas, Big Mamu, my dear cousin Kemo, or Chachaji? I don't know if you were part of celebration, but you might want. So now it comes to Chacha and Chachi. Where the other Chacha? Uncle, this is your opportunity to say a few words. You can say a few words in connection with his health, and of course, happy belated birthday. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, member of this ashram, family and friends, birthday wishes is easy, but seeing sis is not easy. Soldier. When Soldier was a little boy, he grew with his Aji and Aja. He used to share bed with me. And I could remember one morning I wake up, my whole skin was wet. So I said, Soldier, you pee on me. He said, no, Chacha. Check yourself. I pee at lying down. Me pee on you. He was a wicked little boy. I have my sister right here. He used to trouble my sister. And he was going to tell his grandmother, say, Aji, Lauti, trouble me. My mother now worried with Soldier. Yeah, Soldier can do anything. Unconditionally loves my grandmother had for Soldier. He will take a broom or beater and start to chase you. When I bought my first car, Soldier was 7 years old. So the man come to me and said, Chacha, give me a drive now. I said, drive what? He said, your car, give me a drive. I said, okay, take it. And then run in this hack trench or you break down somebody's house. That kid used to stand on the seat and drive the car, reverse it out, and bring it back in. Next day, I see the man at Cross Street with my car. The neighbor said, you are here, who driving your car? I see your car just passed. I said, when he passed back, we'll see who driving it. The soldier standing up at the seat and car moving. Yeah, soldier was me and he had a good bond, you know. Up to today, I could always call him to assist me. If I have any problem with my house, soldier will come and assist me or walk me through of it. And I must thank him for that. Soldier, I love you. And I wish you a very, very happy birthday. And for Sita, I remember when Sita speak, I remember my mother. You have to really listen to hear what she say. I remember when my Bauji take her to get visa. My Bauji said, oh, better, the immigration man she talking to. Oh, better, give me one visa now. My daughter there in America, and she got two picnic, all too sick. Can I go and help them? She said, no, you have not given. He said, okay, give me a little baby on one visa there. She cares Sita. When the man sees Sita, he said, it's not a baby, this is a big lady. Anyhow, fortunately, she get a visa and she come. And Sita was so smart that she handled herself on an in-transit flight to Georgia and came to where we were. How she do it? She went to a telephone, pay phone, no cell phone, call. We direct she how to come. Take a taxi, come to the hospital, and I will pay for the taxi, and I'll wait for you outside. We bring she in, she sees sister. I said, hey, you ain't going back to Guyana. We going to New York. Anyhow, sister, Sita stay with me. Well, I don't know if it's a year or my wife can answer the question. She no time. But I remember she cousin, wife, nephew, I look for somebody for married. So she cousin come say, I know PY got a lot of family. That's me. Got a lot of family who are girls. Can you not see one for Anand? So I said, sure. So Anand came over and we introduced Anand to Sita. Here Anand. Hi, Ram meets Sita today. Anyhow, we get them married and they have 3 handsome sons. But sometimes things happen. And Sita and Anand fight that situation like a champ. And the son is perfectly okay. And may God continue to bless the two of them for the success they are making. And for we to be proud of them. May God bless you. Happy birthday, Sita. For Dan Raji, I write a little thing. I'll call my wife to read it for me. I don't think I can. I got it in the back.
no matter what you were going through, you still managed to have that beautiful smile on your face. I know you have faith in God, and the most important thing, and that is the most important thing, keep praying. I want you to know that all your family and friends are praying for you and with you. You are a fighter and a true warrior. And I pray that Durga Ma shower her blessings upon you for a full recovery. Every day I pray and send you my healing energy and my thoughts and my heart. Difficult roads can lead to beautiful destinations. God bless you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you. I couldn't read because I would have definitely cried. My heart is always with you. I'm the husband that's going holler, Dan Raji! Dan Raji! Like, if I ain't come there, I don't know what would happen to me. You will come. God bless you.
Thank you, our dear Chachaji. Anyone else? Anuj, you want to say something? And then we have Siri online, or I think she sent a message. She will want to say a few words also. Anuj?
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, devotees. I want to say happy birthday to my mother, my big mama. Very impactful in my life. My mom especially. There's one mantra slok in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 1. It goes, Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samveta yutsava mamaka pandavascheva kim kurvata samjaya. So the Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay what's going on in the battlefield. That's the simple explanation. But if we dig deeper into the slok, Dhritarashtra, does anyone know who Dhritarashtra is? Is a blind king, correct? So he can't see, obviously, and Sanjay is his eyes, basically. And try getting that emotional. My mom is my eyes. Anytime I do anything, the first person to ask is my mom. And I don't know what I would do without her. It's changing. Big Mamu now. Big Mama changed subjects for a second. Big Mama, when I was 6 years old, Big Mama put me into a 2000 Ford Transit van. And he put me to drive, and I was 6 years old. Put me to drive, and I was doing 50 down Brighton Lakes, and Mom was like, what's going on? Big Mama was a daredevil. Yeah. But back to my mom. My mom, I don't know what I would do without her. I mean, that mantra right there summarizes her so well. She's my eyes. She does everything for me. Anytime I have a problem, I go to my mom. Because I'm a very sharp-fused person. I get mad fast. I know the person who calmed me down, my mom. So I just want to say happy birthday to her, and I love you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Hare Kirtan, you ready? So the daughter of our dear Bhajajago, she wants to say something. I think she sent a message. Hare Kirtan?
10 minutes long.
10 minutes. Wow. Let's start.
Hare Krishna to everyone. I am Siri, a Jago daughter, and I would like to extend my heartfelt thank you to all of you for being here. Lord Krishna, blessings upon all of us. May your life and soul be blessed with his richest blessing. But in order to receive that, we must first build a relationship with God. We can do that anytime and anywhere. We just need to connect and talk to God in whichever form we choose God to be. So I encourage all of us to seek God and let God lead our life, and you will be fulfilled at every moment you turn. I would like to thank all who took the time to be a part of this fulfilling service. I feel so blessed to listen, to be a part of this service. It is such a blessing. Thank you to those who are here. And for those who have joined online, thank you for taking the time to be a part of it. Also, I want to thank the ISKCON family and all the others who have helped in the preparation and so forth. Our leader, Chacha Cheto, Bhagwan's blessings always to you and Mataji. May Bhagwan Krishna always guide you so you can continue to lead us in the spiritual path. Hari Kirtanji, may Bhagwan always bless you and continue to do what you do and spread the teachings of God. It is such a blessing to sit and listen to you speak. You are so well educated and so well presented. You explain things in such simple manner. It was such a connection to God. Listening to you speak and the way you explain stuff it really enlightened me. So thank you and keep doing the great work you do. God blessings upon you. To sit among your family and present is such a blessing. So thank you so much and keep doing the great work. Also, I want to say congratulations to you and your daughter Patni on the beautiful baby. And also congratulations to your dad and Mataji. They are now Aji and Aja. So Hare Krishna, great blessings there. To my Aji Harde Chandra, many of you know her as Auntie Changi. She had this long story she wanted to talk about the generation, how we all came into existence, how we all are here today because of what and where the troubles and the times. But Aji, oh my goodness, if I start talking and open that conversation tonight might not be enough to finish that topic because look around you. This generation is huge and it goes way back. But what I can say to you, Aji, is thank you. Thank you so much for everything you have done for all of us. For all your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and all your extended family here sitting with you today. I know some of them have so many stories to tell about you. You have done so much in your life to help others, and that's why today you're still here because of the blessings you have received. So thank God. God bless you. Continue to bless you. We all thank you. We all love you so much, Aji. Keep inspiring us. Please keep encouraging us to be the best people we are, to be best children and grandchildren. We promise that we're going to always honor you. We're going to always take your teachings and take it forward to our children. You're the reason why we all have God in our life and we're also connected. So we give thanks unto you. We say thank God. God continue to bless you. And we're so happy. What I can say is, God, please, I ask you to, for our foreparents and our grandparents who have passed on, and for the ones that they're the reason that we are here, I ask that you please bless their soul, that wherever their soul may be, they may find peace, they may find moksha. Oh Bhagwan, that's all I ask of you, to keep our family well and bless us so that we must always keep united and knit together. One little advice I have for all of us is, God has blessed all of us with a family. Some of us have big ones, some of us have small ones, some of us have huge families. Be grateful and thankful for what we all are blessed with. Please, I encourage all of us to build on your relationship with your family. Help when it's needed. Always try to seek the good in others, and let's talk about that good. And encourage each other to be the best versions of ourselves and of each other. That's all I ask, is that we please see the good in each other. When we see good, we see God. When we're connected to God, we'll see everything good. So please, that's my humble request, is that we please build on your relationship with your family. It's very, very important. Family is very important. I want to extend a happy birthday and best wishes to those who are celebrating their birthday, and those who have celebrated their birthday already. So happy belated birthday. To Puasita, happy birthday. You are a gem of a person. You are one person that have less to say, but lots of love to give. You are our chef. You're the chef in our family. You to Pavanan, but it's not your day today. I love you. It's Puasita's day. So yes, you are always out and about, busy doing so much for the people you love, especially your family. You have had some tough times recently, and you traveled it like a champ. God bless you and your family. I know for a fact that whatever is ahead, you will overcome it, because you are a very strong, giving, loving, and a very devoted devotee to God. We love you very much. So thank you for all you do. Chacha, Tulsi Chandra, you are the one person whose phone is always busy, always got to go, but still try to show up even if it's late, you know. Okay, I'm just kidding, Chacha. I'm just kidding with you. I love you. Happy 60th birthday. Like Chacha Chico said, 60 is like the day when you were born, where all the stars were aligned. So God bless you. You are the young 60s, so enjoy every bit of it. We all love you and we appreciate everything you do for us. To Puavid, Chacha Ram, Chacha Balo, Chacha Sham, and Dad, my dad, we all love you very much. We are all so proud of our family. We are so proud of you all. And because of you and our grandparents, we are what we are, and we are very grateful and blessed for that. To Auntie Devika, I pray that you keep being connected to your higher power, your better one. You are an inspiring woman and a strong one too. May Lord Krishna continue to help you through your journey. We love you. I've seen you, and man, I am so at awe at the strength and the courage you have through what you're going through. I know it's not the end of the road and you've got this. So God bless you. We love you. To our superwoman, Maipua Danraji, many of you know her as sister. You are just amazing. My God, so much to say about you. I am happy you made it to Guyana. You made it to Guyana to fulfill this desire of yours, and I'm happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy that you had the time to sit. I'm happy that I had the time to sit with you and chat and make it so memorable. Thank you for that. I love you. You know, you are always the one just doing and going and getting things in order and doing and doing and doing for others and never taking a break or never stopping to take care of yourself. But Pua, remember what I told you. It's your time to shine now. It's your time to sit back, relax, and just take in and receive. I know it's not the best of the time because of what you're going through. A lot of us may not quite understand why it has to be a slowdown like this. But like Chacha Chafer said, whatever God is going to throw at us, let's accept it as a blessing. So accept your blessing and go through in life with all the loved ones around you. I want you to take a look at all the people that are sitting in front of you right now. They're here because they love you. They're here because of you. Soak in all of that. Receive all the love. Accept it. And just build this great memory. So when you come back, you have so much stories to tell us. Pua, we love you. Keep being strong. Bhagwan's blessings upon you. And you know, all I say is that God be by your side always. We love you, love you. Your kids love you. Everybody love you. And just remember, everyone is doing their best for you because we love you. We love you so much. Again, thank you to everyone who are here. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Thank you to the ISKCON family. God's blessings upon each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, so I think I find someone to write my next speech. One of my niece. So dear Siriji, if you're still on and you're hearing us, or whenever you will hear this, or maybe your father will tell you that Prabhudev said, your Chacha said, I find someone to write my next speech. Sometimes Hari Kirtan and Sachi Sutta cannot keep up with the amount of activities, so I'll need quite a bit of help. So if there's other nieces and nephews to write this speech for example, Ratha Yaksha coming up, I'll dear surely tap into you. Put your hands together for Siri. It was wonderfully done. It took some time, but I thought it meant every single moment and every words were very nicely put. We couldn't have asked for someone better to do that. Anyone else, finally, would like to... Kemo, you're raising your hand? I thought Kemo raised his hand like this just. So Bojan is waiting. Bojan is being served. Yes? Someone is elder. She's elder than me, so I have to serve this.
Hare Krishna. I personally want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Siri had done an outstanding job. We can't come close there. But she set it up. But personally from us, 365 Body, we really thank you so much for doing this for us. I know you said this was the most important thing you have ever done, and we appreciate it. And I want to thank you so very much, Body Cheto. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and blessing my sister. You got this. We got this with you. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Sister Vid. I made history today. I'll tell you, I was thinking about it during the Hawan. I never sit on a chair and do a Hawan. This was the first time. But when I conceived of the Hawan over the last couple of years, I was thinking about Sis, and I was thinking about Auntie Chini. I was thinking, if we were to put a few persons on chair, and then the rest of us full or cross-legged and sit around, how it would be, and how it will be comfortable also, because I realize it will be a little lengthy than a normal Hawan. Anuj, what do you think? What the Hawan was good? So, yeah, I know it would have gone a little bit more, but so it is the first time that I sit on an asana, I mean a chair, not an asana on the ground, and it was history for me. But I thought it was very special. It was a very special sentiment of the family to want to come to Guyana and make this offering, and the offering end up done here at the sacred temple of their Lordship, Sri Shinitai Gaurachandra, in the presence of Srila Prabhupada, the spiritual master of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and to receive the blessings of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavi devotees of the Lord here. And even as Siri just said, and Sachi Sutta would have said, that to hear a great-grandson of the family, or great-grandson of the Suklal family, you may say, narrate the Ramayan or speak from the Ramayan. I know Bodhisoja and them would have acted the first Ram Leela. I think Bodhi Ram was young then. Ram Leela show by my Aja Yajna in King Grove. I was a little boy. When Har Kirtan, I think was the second or third day of the yajna that we just concluded for Vishaka's 50th birthday, when he gave the Ramayan Katha. I was hiding somewhere at the back because I was remembering that Ram Leela performance that you would have done in King Grove for the first time. And that the Jatayu, I was a little boy, although I was a little boy, I can remember when Jatayu came out, what was the scene in King Grove. So I'm saying this because somehow the other day, my Aja Ganesh, my late Aja, would have been one in King Grove that would have arranged and organized, and so much into Ramayan, and Har Kirtan is coming in that line. As far as I can remember from Nana, he was always speaking on Krishna Leela and Prem Sagar and like that. That is, I can't remember hearing much Ramayan from him, but I'm sure he will be forever happy and grateful and satisfied that someone in our line, and of course there are many, Anuj and many other nieces and cousins and nephews and all are coming up. So we hope that, these boys and girls can represent us for years and years and lifetime and generation to come. Put your hands together for all of them. Give our full blessings to them. They are our successors. They are our future. of the Basil and whatever dynasty, whatever lineage, whatever family lineage, Changa, and everyone that we are coming in. As somebody said, we are one family. So thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. It was nice to have you here at the temple. This temple is open all the time, especially on Sundays from 10 to 12:30. You can come and take in a similar satsang, kirtan, discourses from Ramayan, Gita, Bhagavad, and some artik, of course. And you see the artik. I'm sure a lot of us would have wished that the artik and the kirtan could have gone on. But I know that this part had to happen, so we had to tell the boy 2 minutes, tell the pujari, like that. So Bhojan and Prashadam will be continuously serving already, so we will humbly request you to please go and honor Bhojan and Prashadam. And I will humbly request my dear cousins, especially the 8 children of Auntie Chiney, along with Auntie Chiney, we'll take some historical pictures here, just in front of the altar here, along with Srila Prabhupada. At least 3 pictures before you go for Bhojan. As I said, this will be historical picture. Sham missing from the Havan, but we didn't miss him now, he is here. So then we can have some historical pictures which may go a far way in your family and for me in the future. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please honor Prashadam and give us your blessings. Give your blessings to our dear sister, Dhanraji, so that she will be with us for many, many more years to come. And she will be the light and the instigator, the encourager, everyone that would have, thank you very much, that would have came in contact with her over all these years and know the kind of skills and ability that she has. So my dear good friend Navin is showing me that there's 2 levels of prashadam this time. So there's health prashadam. So health prashadam means steamed veg, khichdi, canned soup, and some breadfruit, pakora, plantain, and like that. So we have some health food for those who are health conscious. And this is the first time that this is happening in this temple, and I will tell you why. As we were conceiving of the feast, I was thinking that we are making offering to sis who have health issue, and my cousin Devika in the US who have health issue. Although on another level, we are celebrating belated birthday. So as an example, for those of us who are health conscious, and we all should be, we shouldn't wait for that moment to come. They are health food. And then, of course, there's regular biryani, kofta, paneer, and some kind of paratha, chana, and that's breadfruit pakora. So when you break it, you will see breadfruit inside. That's a breadfruit pakora. And then, where's the sweet? You didn't give us the sweet? So yes, they are sweet. So there's jalebi, there's rasmalai, there's cake, there's laddu. So please enjoy as much as you want. Please enjoy. And you will see in some parcels that you will receive, have Vishaka's 50th on the bag. Don't worry about that. That was some extra bags that we print the other day. And there was some extra keychain and pen that you may also entitle of one of that. My wife just celebrated her 50th also. Hare Krishna. So let us get this family picture first before anybody else. Let us get this family picture first before anybody else. The 8 siblings.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I would like to do photos with everyone.